Wow, nice computer.
Hi guys, Lexine here. Welcome to my very first vlog. I've never really done anything like this before, so please don't judge me. I've always wanted to start my own vlog, even before pa, but I was too shy and I never really had the guts. So, short story lang. Back in high school and college, I was this pabibo student talaga. Like, I was very active. But ewan ko ba, the older I got, the slowly I lost my confidence. Ganun ba yun? I don't know. Ayun, one day, I finally decided, what if I start my own vlog? And oh my god, my friends know this, but I've always joked about joining PBB, or maybe even becoming a vlogger. Who knows, diba? Baka magkatotoo. Anyway, I'm going to cut the chit-chat and finally talk about what this vlog is really all about. My very first PC build. Last June 2020, the 7-year-old PC of my brother finally gave up on me. Being a taong computer, nabaliw talaga ako. Like, wala akong PC for a month. How am I going to play GTA and Sims and Valorant? So I decided to finally build my own PC. I was never really educated about PC parts, but luckily I had brothers who taught me well. So I researched, and finally around July, just a week before my birthday, I was able to buy all the parts I needed for my PC build. Moving forward, let's talk about PC parts. My PC case is an NZXT H510 matte white. First time I saw this, my god, I was blown away. Na-in-love talaga ako. It's an ATX case, and the reason why I decided to have an ATX build is because I did not want my PC to be too bulky, but also I did not want my PC to be too small that it would compromise its airflow. For my processor, I have an Intel Core i7-10700. The 10th gen was the latest processor of Intel at that time, but since tech evolves so fast, just a few months after I built my PC, Intel released an 11th gen. Not really a big deal for me though. To be honest, for my usage, i7 is already overkill for me. I just didn't want the thought of upgrading in the near future, that's why I decided to go for an i7 instead of an i5. Now, let's talk about the queen, the mother, your mother, the motherboard, the Asus ROG Z490A. It's white and silver, which complements my white themed PC. Call me mababaw and everything, but at first, the reason why I got so attracted with this motherboard is because of its aesthetics. Well, also it's because it's one of the cheapest motherboards at that time that was compatible with my 10th gen processor. Setting aside all the mababaw reasons, its features are quite impressive. It has multiple heat sinks and an AI cooling which helps my PC when it gets too hot. This motherboard is for an ATX type of build. That explains why there's an A at the end of the product. For my RAM, I got a GSkill Trident Z RGB DDR4 which has a clock speed of 3600, and of course it has an RGB because you know what they say, the more RGB, the more FPS. What? For my SSD, I have an M.2 and a SATA. For my M.2, I have a TEAMGROUP MP34 512GB. And for my SATA, I got a Crucial MX500. This is 500GB. Oh, and the reason why I had two types of SSD is because the M.2 is where I installed my OS. The SATA, on the other hand, is where I installed my games and other random softwares. SSDs are life-changing because it helps my computer boot up really fast. So if you have an old PC or a laptop, do consider upgrading to an SSD because it could make your machine so much faster. For my power supply, I got a Seasonic Core GC550 Gold. It has 550 watts and it's fully modular. 550 watts is already more than enough for my build. However, if you want to upgrade to a higher GPU like a 3070, you'll have to upgrade to a higher power supply. Now let's talk about cooling. I bought a Deepcool CF120 for my fans. It's a pack of 3 and it's ARGB or addressable RGB. There's another version of this, it's DRF120, but it's only RGB. Now what's the difference ba? The main advantage of an ARGB over an RGB is that it is able to control each of the lights in your hardware individually, from its color to its effects to its brightness. This means you can have more complex lighting effects compared to an RGB. For my centerpiece, my CPU cooler, the NZXT Kraken X52 Liquid AIO cooler. I decided to invest in a good cooler because I wanted to protect my PC from overheating, especially since my processor and GPU are quite demanding. I also fell in love with its aesthetic since it matches my NZXT case and for obvious reasons, RGB. Last but not the least, let's talk about my prized possession, my GPU. The Gigabyte RTX 2060 Super Gaming OC White. Yes, I know it's not the 30 series, but it's already powerful enough for the games I play like Witcher, Tomb Raider, Cyberpunk, Sims 4, and Valorant. When Nvidia released the 30 series, I got a bit sad because I was like, sayang naman, I should have waited longer. I even thought about selling my 2060 Super to buy a 3070, but I realized di ko naman pala talaga kailangan. Overkill na siya sa akin and I'm happy naman with my build. Maybe it's not the best build for you, but for me, I love it and it's the perfect build for me. One of the games na super na-addict ako recently is Cyberpunk. Like, legit 5 AM na ako natutulog every day for 5 days. Because I finished the game in 5 days. I wanted to play the game so badly before pa talaga. So, my boyfriend gave it to me as a gift on Steam last Christmas. If you're wondering how Cyberpunk performs in my PC, here, let me show you.
Get to know you better than I'd planned. All right.
So it's pretty decent na actually, and it's already good enough for me. I mean, wala na akong reklamo dun and I'm really happy now with my gaming. So that's it for my PC build and my demo. I hope you guys would also consider investing in a PC because it's really worth it, to be honest. Although it's not as portable as a laptop, it could last you a couple of years compared to a laptop. It's fully customizable, you can easily upgrade it, and it could be super powerful. And of course, it's very fun and fulfilling to build one. Before building a PC, do consider your budget first. And consider your needs. What do you need it for? And do lots of research before buying parts. So sana nalason ko kayo. Just kidding. I hope you enjoyed my vlog. Oh, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye!